Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the return of Open House. I'm, of course, your host, the House of Chayton here. I am dead. I'm tired. Let me fix them real quick so we can put this back into motion. Lower the volume. Music. So everything's playing in the background. Oh, that's good. Let's look at the comments real quick before we get into it. Hello, pre-recorded. What's up? What's up, Pixie? What's up, Tom? You know what I mean pre-record. Anybody who saw that intro, it's going to be the new intro for Open House, short, sweet, to the point. And thought y'all may like the little Easter egg, if you will, for Resident Evil is the thing for that. But hope you're all doing good. I've had a long last 2 days. As some of you know, I've been with Dan and Trips for the last 2 days. Went to go see Five Nights at Freddy's. We did not get reaction out of the way, but both really enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's. Exorcist Believer, not so much. It is the third best Exorcist film, which not really saying much because really the only two that matter to me is the first one and the third one. So, but I enjoyed parts of it. So, but Five Nights at Freddy's was actually the pleasant surprise of the double feature. We went to the Palladium, which was the first time I've been there since 2016. So that was fun. And then we went on a tour through downtown, and Dan's first trip to Bill Miller's. That was very interesting, and then we had other stuff we were doing that day. It was a very fun and one of the better days I've had this year. I can't wait for us to do it again. Great goosebumps. I said, oh yeah, I could see that. But yeah, I was glad. I haven't been to Palladium in so long, and they've really updated that theater, Dolby Atmos, and all that good stuff. But today, when I was doing the tour, a good friend of mine, she was able to save me not one but two, since I didn't go to the Terrifier thing, but two Terrifier 3 posters. So I was able to get these. Shout out to Anna, you are watching this stuff, but you know what? Shout out to her anyways. So that was the one of the best parts of the day. Just to get that fucking poster. I know. But make sure everything's good. Share it on all the places. So yeah, hello Tom, hello Dragon, hello Wheat Greatness, hello and Pixie, J Dog, Winter, King. How are y'all doing tonight? And I will be putting the link out there. Still, there may be a possibility that Halloween Ends gets delayed because there were a few Halloween Ends retrospective videos that were done in the last, during Halloween. So, yeah. So that may be a possibility. What I'm going to do in the meantime, I don't know. Hey, Mr. Gozy, how you doing, man? Gozy's presence is always on here due to the song. Hey, Jester, how you doing, man? We need, you and I've seen Dan twice, seen Mason, going to be seeing him again next year. You and I live in the same city. I've even met Big Boy. One of these days, Jester, you and I need to meet. Yeah, everything's been good, man. It's been, like I said, I'm exhausted. I don't know how long I'm going to be live for. Maybe an hour, maybe two. We'll see who comes in. We'll see what the conversation brings and all that good stuff. I thought about doing this without, even though I will be cut off my camera every so often. But if you see the new slick backdrops and shit on here and all that good stuff, it's the first time I've done an open house. I got pro again recently. I got one person coming in. Make sure. That's him. We'll make sure. Watching the Sam Raimi version. Hello, Vince Man. How you doing? What up, Jay?
Oh, hey, what up? The first time I came here.
Oh yeah, I believe it's your first time on Open House.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we usually just shoot the shit on here. It's pretty chill. Nothing too crazy going on here, so it's always a good time. First one I've done since I know episode 17. That was I call it the low rent edition because I was on the basic StreamYard shit. So finally updated it and was originally I was planning on streaming either tonight or Thursday. Thursday, I can't remember what I was doing Thursday, but tonight I didn't know because there was going to be some stuff that me and a friend of mine were going to do, but we were just too fucking tired from just the day of walking and all that. But it was a good day. We had some good barbecue at the beginning of the day, and it was hilarious watching Dan as he was acting like a kid in a candy store with freaking out how good the food was. We got some Mexican cuisine and all that. There was something else that happened that was hilarious, but I may keep to myself. It was a good time, and again, if anybody follows me on Instagram, will see like any pictures I posted and all that because we took a good amount of pictures and some of the videos I've posted up here. But it was a fun time, and it was a day that I won't soon forget. So,
where you went?
We went to different places. We went to Bill Miller's to start off the day, and then we went to where do we go to after that? We went to another place for just some little sentimental to both me and him. And then after that, we went to mainly downtown. So we went on the Riverwalk. We took him basically touring around. Went by, took him on a tour of my old jobs. A friend of mine, she saved me some Terrifier 3 posters. So I was fortunate enough to get those because I was not able to make the Terrifier 2 screening that they were handing these out. So I literally was like, she was messaging me saying, "Hey, I got some still over here," and I was like, "Well, good. I'm actually on my way down there." So I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go get those posters."
Yeah.
And so it was a fun. Like we primarily went to the Alamo, so it was his first time seeing the Alamo. That's the second person I've taken down here from the YouTube world to the Alamo. First one, it was Mace. Let's see, isn't losing his championship anytime soon. Not to WrestleMania. I truly believe he will not lose to WrestleMania. I thought the closest thing he would have had, I saw parts of Crown Jewel. I thought he was going to, if he would have lost it, he would have lost it here. If not, he's not losing until Mania. That's my opinion on that. Speaking of which, I don't know if I made this public on YouTube, but I got my ticket for AEW Collision. Well, I actually got a few tickets. So I'm going to see the Toadies in December 28th at the Aztec Theater. But on the 23rd, I got my ticket for AEW Collision at the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio. Ticket was actually pretty cheap. I'm not that far from the stage, and it's paid under $100 for it. So it's a good deal.
That's a lot of money.
Not real like WWE shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like those cost a lot. Like for floor seats or front row or anything. Sometimes it could take you up a couple of hundred, and then other times it could take you up to a couple of grand. So it could be a lot worse. Usually when I go to WWE shows, I'm usually high up, and I don't pay that. For Raw, for Raw on March 4th, I paid $40 overall for better seats than I was previously, but not like way better, but still.
Mm-hmm.
I missed out on the pre-sale for AEW, so some of the other seats were taken. I would have liked to get something in the hard camera, but I'm near the stage, so that's not too bad. I can't complain too much.
Yeah.
You were 2 when Spider-Man 2 came out, Winter King? Shit, I was, I believe, 9 when that came out.
Dang.
Yeah, I remember
You
seeing
own a PS5?
Huh?
You own a PS5?
I own a PS5?
Yeah, do you have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, nice. How do you got Dead by the Daylight on your PS5?
Oh, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I played it with, ironically, Dan and Trips about maybe a month or 2 ago. We had some fun with that stream. I don't play it too much, but like if I have people to play with, well, fuck it. When I have time, I'll play it. Yeah, last thing I was playing on my PS5 was, of course, Spider-Man 2, which is fucking phenomenal. That one came. That one I beat, so I was happy. I haven't 100%ed it yet. I'm probably just gonna do that on the down low. I actually gotta go back and beat again the DLC for Spider-Man 1. I beat it on the PS4, but I have the remastered PS5 version, so I want to beat that. I already beat the main game. I just need to beat the rest of the DLC. Let's see. I beat in Spider-Man 8 2018. Oh yeah. Let's see. Well, hopefully, whenever you have a better pay. Oh no, my job. See, this is the thing with WWE, with the tickets. I have no interest in getting. I can afford the decent seats, but I just choose not to. Because let's look at it this way, Vince. I use that money for merchandise. T-shirts, whatever. Even though the T-shirt section sucked last time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we have a returning person. We haven't seen him in a while. Please welcome. Let me get him in. Coco.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
The King of Recess.
Yeah, I'm back.
How you been, man?
I've been doing good. What about yourself?
I'm doing good by VIP ticket, you peasant. Sydney was. Sydney, VIP Vince, you got the power. I'll gladly do it. And I'll buy more merch. Is that way you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing good. I was spent the last 2 days with Dan XP. For anybody who's not familiar, we were just roaming around San Antonio, go see some movies and just taking them on a tour downtown. Basically, given as we mentioned earlier before in the past conversation, the Mason thing, because I did that with Mason when he came down here back in I think April of this year. I'm excited because I'm coming back down here in June of next year, so that's going to be fun.
Did you say June?
Yeah. So, because I know Mason's birthday's around that time, so we're going to get him back down here for that period, So it's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun. Maybe do some more skits. I had an idea with Venti that maybe we could work with.
Do you happen to be close by Austin?
Do I live close? No. Well, I'm about like an hour and a half away. Let's see. For half of the usual price and meet and greet. With who? I need to find out who I'm meeting if it's worth it. Like if it's just with mommy, but I need more. I need to get some as The Rock would say, some of that poontang pie with mommy, and all that. Make Buddy Matthews even more mad than he is with Dom. Yeah, I live about an hour. It's about an hour and a half from Austin. I've been meaning to go back to Austin for a while because I love Austin. Austin's a great city. But yeah, it's that I do plan on. What happened?
Oh, sorry. That's a video I'm watching.
Oh, if you buy the VF, is that even the Undertaker? Do I get
the Undertaker?
Do I get the Undertaker? Oh, nice, Coco. Yeah. Like again, I live in San Antonio, so it's about like I said, an hour and a half or so, depending on traffic, because it's traffic in Austin's a bitch. Trust me, as someone who has been to Austin many a time, I love this video background feature, like with the door opening from Resident Evil with the logo and all that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's one of the best things StreamYard has added. And I was happy, like I made the logo transparent so I could put the branding on the side as well. I just need to fix the stuff for like go watch this scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know, only after buying. I'll think about it, Vince. You drive a hard bargain, man. You drive a hard bargain. But what have you been up to, Coco? How's life been treating you?
It's been doing pretty good, honestly. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh damn!
I got 956 or 55, I believe.
Damn, you passed what was it? Me and Jordan, because I know Jordan just passed 600. Congrats to him. I told the bastard to make a stream celebrating it. Like I'm on my way to getting 100,000 overall views on this channel. So once I get that, I'll be making a stream when I can.
I'm getting close to 400,000 views.
Oh fuck! I know on my old if you counted my old videos, if my old videos were still up, you counted that with the newer videos, I would have already passed 100,000. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, a new era, relaunch, if you will, rebranding. And anybody who's been wondering, Exile Masculinity will be returning soon. And there is, without getting too much into detail, there are rumblings regarding the return of Exiled Outcast and Exiled Entertainment. I would probably say the best way I could say is probably don't expect it this year for the rest of the year. But within time, it will be back. And it's nothing, like I said, Dan and Trips came down here to see, so there's no issues and all that stuff. It's just you know, life, work, the stuff with that we've been just not. But like I said, there are going to be some changes to even that going into the new era, if you will. So be on the lookout. So that's primarily the year. Huh?
New era or new year?
Yeah. It's a new era for this channel with, like I said, the relaunch and the rebranding, if you will.
Yeah, it looks pretty dope.
Yeah, even the intro will be fucking modified as time goes on. I tend to keep the Reaper aspect of the new identity. It's been, for anybody who's been watching the channel for this past year, kind of has been seeing it go in that direction with as anybody's been seeing the Reaper and all this other stuff, the biker mentality. There's even some new shows I'm going to be doing. I even have I am actually thinking about bringing back a modified version of Tales from the Noose and calling it the working title right now is Dead Man's Hand. So that is going to be the working title for the time being. We have another guest coming in. Please
You mean
welcome.
Dead Man Wonderland?
Huh?
You mean Dead Man Wonderland?
No, Dead Man's Hand. That's like in a biker term and all that. I'm going to try to see if I don't get it if it doesn't get copyright or anything. I'll try to see if I can use the song Dead Man's Hand from the Aces and Eights as the theme song for it. But we'll play it by ear. I'll do some test stuff. Because like even Don't Fear the Reaper, it's a guitar cover of it from the main intro. But please welcome everybody to the show, Pixie Storms.
Hey.
Hello, Pixie.
How are you doing?
Hello.
I'm fantastic.
I finally caught one of your lives.
Oh yes, yeah. I was even debating because originally I was gonna stream either tonight or Thursday, but then I decided to do it Saturday, and then when Dan came down, we're going to be out for a while, so I didn't know if I was going to be doing it. And then got home a little early, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm still going to do it." And then for a little bit before I went live, I was like, "Do I want to?" Because I'm kind of pooped. But I was like, I don't have to get up till like 2 tomorrow for work, so I'm like, I'm good.
I'm so glad you did though, because I have to go out of town tomorrow, and then I have an appointment Monday, and then I have to drive all the way back, and then I work like 14-hour days for the rest of the week. So super glad you went live today.
Yeah, I don't even know when I would have went live if I didn't go live, because of the fact that I know I work tomorrow. I don't know my schedules next week yet. I'll know tomorrow, so I don't know what days I'm off to where I would do it, because usually I work nights, and it just depends on how. Like usually, if I try to do streams. Maybe usually if I do them late, I try to just strictly do gameplay streams. Because even if nobody's watching, I'm just sitting there enjoying some gameplay, and I'm not needing to. I could talk and whatever, but I could just be playing the game, and all that. And people join the chat, and if anybody has PlayStation, PS4, and all that, if I think I have a way of doing it. They can always hop into the party chat, and we could talk through there. So I'm gonna start doing that once my stream is once I stream. That way, if anybody doesn't friend me on PlayStation and whatnot, and they want to be able to talk through the chat, I think they can even do it through the PlayStation app. I don't even need to think they need it. So even if they create an account through PlayStation, I think they could join in through there.
Wait, you play PlayStation?
Yes, I have a PS5.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I just beat Spider-Man 2 a couple of days ago. I'm doing this because my birthday's at the end of the month, so I do this usually every year. I'll put for the entire month of November, I always put my Cash App stuff for my stuff. I always tell people this. It's not mandatory, and it's not anything. But I did tell people. I have a video. I'll give you all a sneak peek of something. I can't remember if I said $10 or $5. But there's a movie I have. I'm doing a Blu-ray collection or video series, and the part 1 should be coming out. I may even upload for tomorrow. But basically, there's a movie that it's a hard movie to watch. I'll just say it like this. It's called a Serbian film, and I have had the Blu-ray for probably over a year. It's open because I did an unboxing for it, but I have no intention right now of watching it. Maybe I may never do it, but I have in that video given people a challenge that I said if anybody donates, I think either 5 or 10, I can't remember what I said. First person to do it, I will either hopefully by the end of this month I will do a full-on review of a Serbian film, which. So basically, like I even that money's not worth enough for me. That amount of suffering that I'm going to be enduring.
What is that movie about?
Okay, I'll say it in the tamest way I can. You know, this is an X-ray chat. Like I always tell people, I don't give a shit. So if you don't say any racist or homophobic, you can, like I can give all fuck all about what's said. But it's about this basically aging porn star who is being brought back to do one last film. Basically, it's a snuff film, and there's a lot. Yeah, it's a very gruesome, violent movie.
Wait, so it's NC-17?
Basically, it was. I'll put it to you this way. There's a movie called, or the Human Centipede series. I remember I did a reaction stream. I don't know if it's still up. If it is, then I'll have to show it, make it. Rest in peace to Elder. That was, I think, one of his last appearances on my channel was in that stream. And nobody was really. I was the only one watching, so I was basically telling people what was going on in the movie, which was fine because I thought it would be funny. I was like, okay, some bitch is getting fucking her ass sewed or her mouth sewed to this dude's ass, blah, blah. And So that movie, and I think I watched the colored version because the movie was so violent. It's Human Centipede 2. It was so violent that they made it in black and white. Well, in the Scream Factory Blu-ray version, which I don't have anymore because I sold it for a couple of hundred because it was like it went out of print. The Scream Factory Blu-ray version came with the colored version, so I watched that version because I never saw that version. So anyway, so I watched it and all that, and because someone requested it to me, so I said to myself, never again am I going to make it that easy. If anybody wants me to watch me suffer and react, hell, I may even do a reaction stream to me watching a Serbian film just to see what I like, just to experience my reaction to what I'm seeing.
Oh, that would be cool.
But yeah, like that is the only rule in that whole thing so if anybody wants to see that like, and I never usually tell people to or say, and again it's optional, but I thought let's make this fun and also let's make this a little interesting to see if anybody wants to be willing to spend the money to watch me suffer for. I can't remember how long the movie is. It's got to be at least 90 minutes. But
Your birthday's at the end of the month?
Yeah, November 30th.
You're close to mine. Yay.
Oh, really? You're a Sagittarius?
I am. Mine's December 1st.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're a good friend of mine's also on December 1st. So, yeah, fuck yeah. Love us. And then I have a close...
Except I'm probably like a decade older than you.
Yeah, I'll be 29, so...
I'm exactly a decade older than you. I will be 39.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I remember when I first met you, I thought you were younger. I literally was like thinking 18, 19, because of your voice and all that.
It's the voice. The voice fools
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it was, which, actually, I think I will tell the story because I think it's funny. So we were at, so me and Dad at church were at this restaurant today. I think it was called the Original Mexican Restaurant or something. Decent food. The quesadillas were good. Chips and salsa were good. You know, the rice and beans were good. Like, I enjoyed myself. But anyway, never been there. So it was nice, actually. Dan and Trish never been to Bill Miller's, and I never been to that. So it was kind of a good mixture of things. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we went to this restaurant. We had this pretty waitress we had there. And Dan was basically playing wingman and all that. He was basically telling me, he's like, you're gonna be my son because you look Hispanic besides the blue eyes. Which actually I've gotten that from a few people. It's the Native American blood in me. That's probably why that helps. Anyway, so he was trying to get me because this girl seemed generally nice. I'm not coming on here like I usually say. Oh yeah, this chick had a banging body, yada yada yada. I'm not like, this girl seemed generally nice. So yeah, she was a cute girl and all that. And so I'm doing good, Anthony. How about you, man? So he was asking her how old she was. She was 19, and he was saying, "Well, what's the oldest you would, or do you think he's handsome?" Referring to me, and she's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "What's the oldest you would date?" And she's like, 22. I was like, "Damn it!" I'm like, that's 7 years too far because of the fact that I'm only 29. But she was nice and all that. So like, you know, and who knows, something may happen later on down the road. You know, it is what it is. At least that way there was a beginning stage. It's all about the setup, if you will. But she actually, like, that's how I always tell people. You know, I there are certain women I will either not be brave, but I will just go vivid, like talk about like sex or whatever else. And then there are some that I like that if they seem genuinely like nice and good people, you know, I will treat them the opposite of what I would. And I still treat like the girls that maybe you would say are hookers or what, or I'm not saying they're hookers, but you get what I mean, that are nice and all that. So it just depends on the environment. Unfortunately, in San Antonio, there's not a lot of fucking really nice girls down here. You have to. Or maybe I'm not looking in the right areas. That could be also the idea.
HAM.
What?
Acknowledge me.
Oh, Dave. Oh, yeah, David definitely acknowledged you when he whooped that ass and became the king of recess. Shout out to David though. He's been doing. I've seen the work he's been doing on his channel. He's doing a bang up job. So I can't complain. So what about you, Jay? What about you? Or not Jay? Sorry, there's technically two Jays here, but fucking Coco. What about you, man? What about your love life? What's the king of recess? When is he gonna find his queen?
Oh boy, I don't know honestly. Only time will tell.
Yeah, you got to start looking. How old are you now, man?
19.
Yeah, you got to start looking for your like. I was looking for my queen and around that age. Just again, I went in the wrong places. But my friend, you got to start looking for your queen. Just don't make the same mistakes I did, man. That's all I'll say.
Sometimes the wrong places end up halfway okay. I say that as someone who was pregnant at 20, had my child the day after I turned 21. At some point married her father, and we're doing great.
Oh yeah, like even for me, I always say this. I had bumps in the road. I was married, had a kid, myself and all that. I never regret of all the things, any mistakes I made or anything. Like one thing I never regret is the birth of my daughter. That's the one thing I will always say.
Except mine's about to be 18, which means I've got college to pay for. Yeah.
Oh damn. Yeah, she will be 9 in February. So she's basically it's like when I turn 30, she'll be 10. So it's like I'll be 30, and then a couple months later she'll be 10. So they grow up so fast,
Yeah.
I remember Jay, you would date when y'all were bound for, you were just little tykes back in the day, man, and then now you're a grown ass man. David just celebrated his 20th birthday. Happy birthday to him! I saw he got a PS5, so it's shout out to him and happy birthday to him. He's going to be living large now with that PS5. Hopefully he can get Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 and shit.
Oh, so, I got something else to say.
I'm about to be 20 soon.
Yay!
Did you say 20?
Yeah, in a couple of days.
Oh my god! Wow!
Happy early birthday!
Happy early birthday, bro!
Thanks,
Speaking
man.
of the littles growing up fast, you know what somebody told me when Super Munchkin turned 9?
Oh, what?
At her 9th birthday, they looked me in the face and said, "Congratulations, her life in your house is halfway over." That broke my heart. I was like, what? And then I thought about it, and I was like, yep, in 9 years, she'll be 18.
Yeah, it's like yeah, you think about it, it's like fuck, it's just crazy with that regarding all that, and just how time flies and shit like that. You never know. One moment they're like, I still remember mine when she was when she was 2 and afraid of clowns, and now she's doing soccer and stuff. So it's amazing how those things happen.
Mine's going off to be an eye doctor.
Oh, nice. I hope everything works out with that. That's gonna be interesting. Hopefully she get if I one day I didn't need my eyesight, so I'll just go to her.
Yeah, speaking of a love life, speaking of a love life, I'm still single, man. And I haven't been involved in a relationship since I was in high school, man.
Well, I wouldn't rush. It'll happen.
Yeah, everything happens for I've had some this year's been kind of a roller coaster of a year regarding relationship or love life type stuff. That's beginning to start off very high, and then it went to a low, and then it kind of went to where it usually is, which is where I'm single and I'm like, yeah, like would it like I'm at the point now where I'm just like I'm letting it come to me. I'm not going to
Like rush things out.
Yeah.
that or like pursue it as I guess aggressively as I used to, or and all that. Now I'm just kind of like hey, I'll like when it happens, it happens. I'll be ready for it. But for the time being, I'm just enjoying life and enjoying what I do. And that's to me, that's what's most important. And we'll see what happens as time goes on.
Yeah, I still enjoy the single lifestyle.
Nothing wrong with it. Like there was a time when I was always in a relationship, like in some way, shape, or form, from either high school to when I was like in my early like late teens, early 20s, and then my mid 20s, and then like the last and then after that, I just kind of was like a mixed mash of shit, and all that, and it's been good. I've been able to not only experiment, which has been good, like just experiment, whether it's romantically, sexually, what have you. But I've also been able just to, kind of enjoy instead of feeling like I'm being chained down or whatever else. And
sometimes being single is good.
Huh?
Sometimes being single is good.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about wait. For example, you don't have to worry about getting dropping everything for somebody. And if you really love that person, you would do it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that, but it's always nice just to focus on yourself. So hey, Sloppy, how you doing, man? And if you feel like being chained down, then she's. Yeah, there's a good balance of things where you feel like you don't want to feel trapped in a situation like that. And
if you're having to drop everything, especially quickly, then she's not the one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and unfortunately in my past I have been guilty of that myself, where I've felt like that, and then if I didn't, and it could be something very minute, and it would just be that way, and it is what it is. But again, you learn from those mistakes. You learn from different scenarios in your life, which is always the funny thing about it.
Yeah, I'm not a perfect person. I can learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
I can admit my wrongdoings, but what I mean. It's life. We all learn from our mistakes. It's a part of life.
Yeah.
That's like what I told people. I've made
plenty of them. I've got 10 years on you, at least. I've got 10 years on you, and way more on you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you call it? And the one good thing is for example, I've had some people in my life that even if things that end the way me or the other person want, still good friends, good all that. So just get your girl from a small village in Mexico. They're nice. They nice. Well, I do prefer Latinas, so I will say that.
Yeah, Latinas are kind of fine.
What do you call it? And I've what do you call it? I don't. And like I said, nowadays I'm just just waiting for the moment, letting the moment happen. Because for right now, I'm just living in the moment, focusing on these girls.
You gotta enjoy it while you're still young.
What'd you say, Coco? You're.
I said it's not happening good while you're still young.
Damn it, you're muffled, man.
You can hear me now.
You may need to get out, come back, or exit out and come back, possibly. Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better. There you go.
I was saying that you gotta enjoy it while you're still young.
Yeah, and I'll be 30 next year, so it's going to be but I'm not really. I used to be one of those people that would be worried when you turn 30 and shit, but now I'm kind of ready for it. I'm kind of just looking at it as like, just another year, just, it's not going to change me. I'm I'm doing my damnedest to not let it change me and just kind of focusing on myself and focusing like my main goal is to just like get into better shape, and all that. That's been my goal. Damn food today is gonna disagree with that, but luckily I did a lot of walking today, so it'll cancel itself out, I think.
You're somebody who is almost exiting their 30s.
Huh?
I said, speaking as somebody who's close to exiting their 30s, 30 is not old, and actually, most of my 30s have been like the best years.
Yeah, and it was funny because like it's weird nowadays. Like if like some of the jobs I've worked around high schoolers and all that. It was so funny because like now I'm always getting the old jokes, and I like even like at 27, 28, and I literally when they would say that like they would say something like, for example, oh, you remember like those brick phones? You were around the 80s or something like that, or you're 40, right, or whatever, and I would be like, you sound smart, are you? But that was like, I can't say too much because I would have been the same way at their age.
Oh, it's okay. I used to freak out my kids' friends. They would be like, "How old is your mom?" And I'd be like, "I'm older than Google." They'd be like, "No way!" Nope, that's true. True story. I am older than Google.
Yeah, like well, for example, like I'm older than fucking what do you call it? Like the wrestling company Impact Wrestling TNA or Ring of Honor or some shit. Like fucking I'm older than the iPhone for example.
I'm older than
I'm older than the Xbox because the Xbox came out in 01.
I'm older than the internet.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least civilian internet, maybe not military.
Technically, I'm also older than PlayStation because PlayStation came out in 95, 96. So.
Oh, I played on the original Nintendo.
Yeah, my first system was my uncle's Super Nintendo, and then my pride and joy was the N64.
No, I had the original. The original.
See, I never
like all of it.
The only way I played that. Hey, River, how you doing, my man? Yeah. Let's see. Sloppy says, see. These city girls ain't all that. Agree. For someone who's been in the city for as long as I have, I sadly agree. But let's see. Young is 20. In your 30s, you will be taking care of kids that aren't yours, and the struggle of being a parent to a kid that's not even yours will be tough. You ain't my daddy. LOL.
That's not true. I know plenty of people who didn't even get pregnant until they were like 32, 33, something like that.
Well, hell, one of my recent exes, she didn't. For example, my mom actually had me, I think, at 36, I think 38. So this ex I was dating, she was, I think she was like 36 or 37 when she had her first kid. So, it's all that. But shit, I know a few people that are like, that are not even 30 yet and they have like 5 kids. And
I have an only child, and I had her young, and I am actually incredibly thankful that I had her young because she took a lot of energy, and I don't think I would have had that energy were I not young.
Yeah, same. Like with mine, like my because like my mother, it was always funny. My mother was like, we would go shopping and we would go to movies. My grandfather was somebody that we would go do physical activities. We would go like shopping at movies too, but we would go bowling, we would go golf and shit like that. So it was amazing how like my grandfather was like the main physical, not saying about my mom, but like saying that he was like the activity person.
Like outdoor activities.
Well, when I say she took a lot of energy, she's an only child. She's very high energy, very hyper. Like, she's never had a good bedtime. Getting that child in bed by midnight is ridiculous. I mean, I'm lucky if she's in bed at she never took naps. She's just very go, go, go all the time. And I was her playmate. She's still she never got embarrassed of me or anything. So to this day, she's like, you have to go run around the amusement park with me. And I'm like, go with your friends. She's like, I am, but it's more fun when you're there. So I was the one. I did everything. I took her rollerblading. I did like everything she does. It was just me and her, like everything. It was exhausting.
Yeah, no, I get that. I was like that with mine, where I was like, everything was physical and all that stuff, and it was wild, but it was some of my favorite moments as a parent, and just
mine too.
Like, and that's like I like because I remember she tired me out like of what all we did and stuff. It was just non-stop. It seemed like, especially with her being also high energy, and also the bedtime thing. That was like, I don't even know if we ever, like, in the first probably 5 or so years, I don't even know if we ever got her to bed before midnight. If we did, it was she had to be tired the fuck out. Like,
and then she'd wake up halfway through the night.
Not too often, surprisingly. Like, it was not as it would just depend. She napped, so she didn't have, but like, her naps weren't like consistent time, and or they weren't consistent in length. So sometimes it could be an hour or two, otherwise, and other times it could be longer than that. It just depends on the scenario and what we did that day. Same thing really with her sleep aspects.
Mm-hmm.
It just all depended. But it is. Let me see what the chat's saying right now. It's been a while yeah, River. I hope you're doing good, man. And I've been doing good. I've just like I said, it's been a long day, and it's been a good day. So I have no complaints regarding that. Sloppy says that's why you gotta. What are you gonna say, Coco?
Have you picked up any Blu-rays lately?
Blu-rays? Okay, so I did a video. It's on my and now I'll be doing a Blu-ray collection series. I probably will upload tomorrow. It's like 30 minutes long, and it only covers basically. I'll show you right now.
All of the poster back there.
Yeah. What?
Is that a John Wick poster back there?
Yes, the John Wick 4, yeah. But like, it just covered, I think, A and most of C of the horror section.
Wow.
So like, but like the main thing I got recently, I got the Paramount Scares collection, Volume 1. Actually, I got the box right over here. This one was about like $100, which came with 5 4Ks, and loved the artwork and all that. They had custom slipcovers, so like that's Crawl. It came with Crawl, Smile, Rosemary's Baby, fucking Pet Sematary, yeah, and then Sweeney Todd, which is the one I was most happy about.
Do you do like movie watches and hangs and stuff?
Huh?
Do you do like movie watch hangs and stuff? Like
I used to. I may bring those back because they would actually give me some extra content. Even for wrestling related content, I've thought about maybe doing retro pay, because I did that a few times, retro pay-per-view reactions. Because I've got a good amount, like, and it's not just horror movies, it's action, all this other stuff. I almost caved. I've been trying not to get the new Steelbook for Terrifier 2 that came out earlier, which I'm like, I don't need, because I have two versions of this movie. I got the Steelbook Blu-ray, and then I've got the Best Buy exclusive 4K. But the other movie I picked up recently, I'm happy to have this because now I have all the movies, was Prey on 4K. I got that, The Crow, and fucking the Salt 8 phone collection. And the fucking, I finally caved and got The Crow because I love The Crow, but I don't have it on Blu-ray because I've been waiting for it to come out on fucking 4K. And the moment I fucking get it on Blu-ray, they announce, hey, it's coming to 4K, rumored to be coming out in 4K next year. I'm like, son of a bitch. But I'm like, I'm happy that I have it now, and I'll be good with that until to whenever it comes out. Speaking of Terrifier, I showed this off earlier, but my a friend of mine, she was able to secure me the Terrifier 3 poster. I actually got 2 of them since I was not able to attend the Terrifier 2 screening that showed the trailer for the upcoming movie that's coming out next year. It's basically him wearing Santa Claus face around his neck.
Is it a movie?
Yeah, it's a series with Art the Clown. There is a Exiled Entertainment episode where we talk about the first Terrifier, and one of the videos that we are when we come back with Exiled Entertainment, one of the videos I do want us to do first is Terrifier 2, because again, I think that's a movie I think a lot of people would like us to talk about. I'm trying to get Dan to watch the Halloween movies, like the newer Halloween movies. I'm talking about 2018, Halloween Kills and Ends, because I would love for us to have a discussion regarding Halloween Ends. Like I'm even still going to be doing a video on that in the future, anyways, because I love that movie and I want to talk about like why I love that movie, because I know it's a movie that not a lot of people, they're very divisive on that movie. Oh, the monthly games haven't come out yet for PS5 yet. That's unfortunate. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Sloppy said that's why you gotta have 3 girlfriends so they can help the baby.
Hell yeah.
And then you should cook some creamed rice.
Some nice hoes.
But if you have 3 girlfriends, you just end up with more babies.
Valid point. That's if you don't use protection. But yeah, valid point.
Protection fails, okay?
That is true also. That is true.
I wasn't supposed to be able to carry to term. I was supposed to have a lot of trouble conceiving, and I was on birth control. If you have 3 girlfriends, you're going to have more babies.
To be honest, with the amount of partners I've had over the years, I am shocked that I've only had 1 kid. But who knows? I may have more, and they never told me. I don't fucking know. But as of right now, that's why I know, and that I'm glad. That is shocking to me. I'm like literally.
Science only failed me once, and it did not fail me again. But I'm
Yeah.
glad it failed me once because she was the best surprise ever.
Oh yeah, and that's like it's a wild thing, regarding all that. Let me see what's going. Let's see, cook some cream rice. Don't know what that is. Hello, welcome to chat. Just got Smackdown vs. Raw 2011 for my birthday. Oh yeah, Smackdown vs. Raw 2011. That was the first one to introduce Universe Mode. Very much enjoyed that one. The physics in that were great. The destructibility with weapons and stuff. See, I have 50 kids in Mexico. Oh, sloppy. Were they all from like plowing a girl, or was it like did you go to a sperm bank playing Dead Island 2? Hey, what do you think of that? I'm actually playing UFC 5 right now. I'm enjoying it. I know some people didn't like it and all, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's fun. I've heard. Speaking of which, I was eager to pick up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. That's coming out next week. But I heard that the campaign is only 3 hours long for a $70 game. I heard it's had technical issues too, but $70 for a 3-hour campaign and the multiplayer in Warzone, which is free and all that good stuff.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, if you don't believe me, go watch people like Dreamcast Guy and Young. Yeah, they did some videos on it, and it's just crazy to think that
$70 game is just for 3-hour campaign. No.
Yeah, like I went. Okay, so like yeah, I'm very careful what I spend my money. I know like Assassin's Creed Mirage has been like $50 right now as of late. I've been noticing. So that I wouldn't mind picking up. I heard good things about that one. But like Spider-Man 2, that was worth $70. Alan Wake 2, I have not picked up yet, but I heard that I think that's only $60. So I am thinking about I will be getting that soon, and I will definitely be doing a video game series on that once I can Right now, my main two series, or the main series I'm going to be doing is Resident Evil 5. I'll continue that soon. I got to make a new thumbnail for that. And I will probably be doing. I'm trying to think of the next one I'll be doing in terms of. Let me look. Actually, I'm going to look right now to see what my next video game series idea would be.
You have got to try Persona 5.
Sorry to interrupt you right here, but I'm gonna head out right here. But I just came to say what's up.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming by and shooting the shit. I appreciate it, man. You're always welcome on, man.
All right, have a good one, Chayton.
You too, man. Peace.
Peace.
What game were you telling me, Coco?
Persona 5.
I'm not the biggest. I just it's an RPG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not like that much into like the RPG. Like they're only okay. So like I like a game with RPG elements. Like I like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Origins, what have you, Valhalla. But like if we're gonna go into like video, like straight up, or another RPG game that I liked was Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. It came out in 2005, I believe. That was a turn-based RPG. I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy person. I know it's blasphemy to some people, where they'll say you're not a real gamer or some shit. But like,
I don't like Final Fantasy either.
Yeah, I liked. Okay, so the one Final Fantasy game I liked was 10. 10 was the even like I'll be honest, Zelda is another one that I'm not the biggest fan of. I really enjoy Breath of the Wild. I have not played Tears of the Kingdom yet. I refuse to pay $70 for a game that is fucking on the Switch, which is to me an inferior console. Like I'll buy it for $60 or I'll buy it for on sale, but that's just me. I liked Majora's Mask. I liked or Ocarina of Time. So there are some Zelda games I liked, but it's like okay, Metal Gear Solid. They released the Metal Gear Solid collection. I'm gonna wait till that drops on sale because I heard it's a support of the 2012 HD collection. And so I hate how Konami's being lazy with all that. At least they're remaking fucking Metal Gear Solid 3 and Silent Hill 2. So those I'm looking forward to. But I'm looking right now.
But I do want to say, do you like Dead Rising?
Yes, I was actually looking at it right now. I've got right now on my PS5. I got Dead Rising 1, Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising 2 off the okay. So I have all of them except 3, and that was only because it's only on Xbox. But
I love 3. 3 is definitely worth the money on Xbox.
Yeah, when I had an Xbox, I got it for like $10, and it was So a game that I could do a series on because I'm trying to steer clear of like open world games, even though Spider-Man is. But I'm like I'm trying to keep it like I want to have some more linear series. So I may do Hitman Absolution. That would be something I wouldn't mind doing. I do Grand Theft Auto, because that's so common. I want to do something like different that is outside the box, if you will. I want to do one on the Evil Within. I'm a big fan of the Evil Within games, so that may be the next one I do. Another one, Until Dawn, which is an interactive type game. That one I wouldn't mind doing. Actually, because some of these I may do at the same time. So Until Dawn, maybe one.
You play makes me feel old.
Huh?
So just listening to the games you're listing makes me feel old.
Well, I do have some like older games on here. I have some of the old Turok games from back in the day. Turok 1 and 2.
No, I mean I played newer games. It's just like the types of games I play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I like Zero Dawn Horizon. I liked Prototype. I love Devil May Cry. I like
Prototype.
Frame. I like Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted. I have actually both prototypes on my thing. I have a good selection of games. Let me see. Oh, talk about Atari. God, you dick sloppy.
I'm not that old. I am not old enough to have had an Atari. As a matter of fact, the reason I started out with the original Nintendo is not because I'm that old. It's because I was that poor.
Well, yeah. Well. Like to be honest, like fucking, and even Atari. Like I go back and look at the Atari, and yes, it's revolutionary in what it started. but it's just like it's great to look back of where we were and where we are now in terms of technology, in terms of gaming. Like, you could have games like Crash Bandicoot and remake it from the ground up and make it accessible to modern audiences, but look like it's a brand new game without it being without the realization that this game's like a 20 or so year old game. I'm trying to see.
One game that I need to play is play all the way through. I haven't played it all the way through. It's Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, that game's great. I
believe it came out in 2001. I believe.
Yeah, it was one of the very last Nintendo 64 games. So my plan is I do want to revisit the Resident Evil 3 game series I was doing. I stopped after my first playthrough because 3 is
that one I know.
Yeah, the 3 remake was not my cup of tea. But I do want to go back. Go ahead, Pixie.
Is that the one that sucked? I stopped playing when this one in a silver case came out because it was awful, and I was like, "What did they do?"
Silver case. I'm trying to think. Because I like almost the only I know 6 was divisive. I am going to do that after 5, for sure. But I am also going to go back to a remake game, so I may go into 2. Because I did 4 earlier this year, which would have been my game of the year if it wasn't for Spider-Man 2. Because I haven't played Starfield because I don't have an Xbox. It's all about GoldenEye. GoldenEye's a shit. Now, forgot to read his comment earlier about the whole thing. I was young and needed money, so I had to give my good genetics. So my love juice was sold out. Okay. Shit.
That's better than the other way of having 15 kids.
Yeah, I never. I don't know why I never did that myself because my daughter's adorable and I feel like my genetics are pretty good in terms of things. I'm not a psycho, so that's also a plus.
It's hard to believe that I've been a gamer for 7 years.
It's hard to believe what?
It's hard to believe that I've been a gamer for 7 years.
Yeah, I've been gaming, and it was actually due to my love of wrestling because of the fact that I gamed so that way I could play some wrestling games, and all that shit.
Wait a minute, actually that's not the truth. I actually started gaming 10 years ago.
What was the first game you played?
Wii Sports in 2013.
Oh, that was a shit. My grandfather wasn't a big gamer, so playing that shit was always that was like our way of playing games, and all that. So he had some good memories. That my dad. See, I've been gaming since Mario Bros. Or Contra. Oh, Contra's good. Contra is good. But yeah, UFC 5 is good. Like I play in the fight contracts mode. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll do like a tournament of I'll create some YouTubers and all that and play like just simulation. That may be an idea down the pipeline. There's also the idea of bringing back. It used to be called. I used to have a Fed called HCPW. Now I was going to bring it back, calling it HOC for House of Che and all that. But I still may bring it back because maybe when 2K24 comes up, maybe they'll finally put story creator and shit like that.
I hope WWE 2K24 is good. I mean, 2K23 is good, but it's just not living up to the hype.
Well, the best thing about 2K23 was War Games. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for War Games, this game would have been mediocre at best.
Honestly, the only reason I played WWE 2K23 is the online feature. That's it.
Yeah, I play it I will say the DLC was good. For the most part, I love that we got Bray Wyatt and shit. But as far as
I still cannot believe he passed away.
What happened?
I still cannot believe he passed away.
Yeah, that was fucking fucking wild just to think about that, and how everything happened. You just think to yourself, wow,
I've
Especially
been
how old
watching
he
his
is.
whole career from 2013 all the way up till 2023. 10 years. His whole career.
Yeah, and it's crazy again just to think because that's what bothered, like, I guess scared me. Oh, Insane Gaming's life. He's playing Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which is a great game. I'll promote his channel in my in the comments section so people can check it out when they're done with this. It's funny it's funny we've been going like live around the same time. It seems like me and him as of late. My first game was Mario Land on the Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Color. I saw Double Z TV did a video on WCW Mayhem. I think it was on the Game Boy Color, and that brought back some memories. I remember playing that game back in the day. There was some weird wrestling games. Like, I guess one thing I miss about, like, you know, the '90s and the 2000s, because they were a lot more open with making different types of games. Whether it was good or bad, it didn't matter. It was just the fact that, you know, they tried something different, and I appreciated that.
Well,
Like,
before
we had
the competition bought them out and shoved them, you mean?
when like, you know, when it was like fucking when like you had these weird out of the box games, like basically Mortal Kombat but WWE with WWE WrestleMania the arcade game, and even WCW Backstage Assault. While that game was one of the worst games of all time, you know, fucking it was oh damn, that was a quick knockout, one kick to the head and a punch. Fuck. Anyway,
They have similar. Well, I guess they have similar. Like Soul Calibur is similar to Mortal Kombat, I would say.
yeah, and then we had that, we had Tekken, we had fucking
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. We also had Marvel vs. Capcom, which I wanted it to come back,
Better
but
Alive.
I wanted to come back in its kind of like the basically Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and beyond, because of the fact that just they lost their way after Infinite, and that I felt bad. You know what I would like for them to do? And I don't know if they'd be able to do it, but I would love for them to do a re-release, even if it's not remastered or a remake. I would love for them to do a collection one of Marvel vs. Capcom 1 to fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I think that would sell. I think that would do good because like for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is very hard to get. It's like a couple $100 right now. So yeah.
I'm going to get Street Fighter 6 one day.
I am too. Like it's like that Mortal Kombat 1. I want to get that because it's you know, I'm waiting. I'm probably just gonna wait until they release an Ultimate Edition where I can get the DLC and all that for it. You know, and all of it in one complete package, because I do want to get like Peacemaker and Homelander from the boys and all that shit.
Street Fighter. The
Nintendo.
one fact I like about the one thing I like about Street Fighter 6 is that you can now create your own fighter.
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
I wish Mortal Kombat would actually do it. That'd be kind of cool.
Nintendo bought out one of my favorite games and shelved it.
Which one's that?
Fatal Frame. The
Oh
second-
yeah. That game was a
I like
shit, but-
puzzles.
Yeah, that game was great, you know, and it was remind me like a lot of like movies like The Ring and like, you know, or a good comparison. Not the American version, but a movie called Shutter that came out. Shutter like with T's instead of D.
Yeah.
There's a streaming service called Shutter, which is also really good. So streams nothing but horror movies and it's decently priced. I think it's usually five. Well, it was originally like $6 a month, but now it's like $7. But it's still a good deal for the content. It's great for like a horror fan and all that. Like if you're really not one, then there's nothing really to for that game. But in terms of what do you call it? We try to get out of the sand. I'm fighting Ronda Rousey on pro difficulty.
It's just a suspense horror game where you have to figure stuff out and piece stuff together. I used to bounce between that and Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah, Devil May Cry was a shit. Like and always fun fact about that was how Devil May Cry was originally one of the many different Resident Evil 4 versions. That's like why Dante looks very similar to fucking Leon Kennedy, who is always and will always be my favorite character in the Resident Evil series. But that's always something that's always fascinated me. The Resident Evil 4, making of shit, how it went through different transitions and different like the Hookman shit like that. It was crazy how far that game came before we got the game we got, which is one of the best survival horror games of all time.
I've been seeing more of Ada Wong in my recommendations on YouTube.
Oh yes, Ada. I'm not like one of those people who like is like has crushes on video game characters or anime characters. Nothing against it, I'll be honest, but but Ada Wong, that's probably the only one that I'd be like, yeah, I would. It's like Hikaru Shida on AEW Rampage or Collision. I think she dressed up as
I saw.
Ada Wong. So I was like, oh, mama. Hikaru Shida is great too. I'm glad to see Kairi Sane back in WWE. I know they signed her back recently, but I was glad to see her finally back and all that. I like what they're doing with the idea that maybe she's gonna try to convince Io to get out of Damage Control, or maybe they'll just kick. I was shocked though. The most shocking thing was fucking the how John Cena got squashed by some. I was predicting Cena to win, but I was happy that he didn't because I like that he's putting people over. Like, look at it this way: he's atoning for past sins, and all that.
I grew up watching it with my dad, and still, my favorite wrestlers are from when I was super young. I mean, I still watch it to this day. I still watch it, but my favorite wrestlers are back from the WWF days.
Oh boy,
wrestlers.
Yeah, I loved Kane and The Undertaker.
Same.
And my absolute favorite was Stone Cold.
Yeah. I called
mine would be probably usually it's Undertaker and Sting, and then sometimes it goes back and forth between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart as like my my third spot, and then Kane.
316 because Stone Cold said so. You know why he was always my favorite?
Why?
He was never on a team. Never. He was he was the lone wolf. Well, when they forced him into it, he would be.
Yeah,
like you know how everybody would form their little cliques and gangs and teams.
Oh yeah.
And he was always like, "Nope, I'm for me."
Yeah, fucking. Oh, why is Ronda being a little more defensive on the ground? I can't get out.
I forgot my generation is the ruthless aggression era.
Well, yeah, like the fucking ruthless that was like because I grew up at I grew up during the Attitude Era. See, who remembers Paperboy on the SNES? Oh yeah, I remember that one. I think I played a mod or not a mod, but because I used to have an Xbox. My original Xbox, I used to have it modded, and wish it still had that system. It was a great. It had like all the old Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis games and shit like that. Oh god, she's going for an armbar. Please tell me.
If I had to rank my top 3 of WWF wrestlers, it would be Stone Cold. It would be I'm gonna say Triple H, and then number 3 would be Undertaker.
See, I liked Kane and The Undertaker. I don't know. Kane and The Undertaker and Stone Cold. Love Stone Cold.
And
you can't go wrong with Stone Cold.
Because Stone Cold said so.
That's right, Austin 316, because Stone Cold said so.
God, I'm getting my ass kicked right now. She's blocking all my shots, and then when she takes me down, I can't get out. Fuck. But,
I don't know who my favorite one is now. Maybe the artistic guy. I kind of like him. He's very artistic, and he does a lot of acrobatics.
Ricochet?
No, he's Hold on.
Right.
If I'm being honest about today's show, about Crown Jewel, outside of Kyrie Sane returning, Logan Paul winning the United States
Yeah,
Championship,
I was a fan. I said that was gonna happen. You know, so happy to see that.
trying to see the John Cena versus Solo Sikoa match. Everything outside of those, everything else felt flat.
Oh well, I heard that the World Heavyweight title matches was good. I heard the women's title match
That
actually wasn't good.
too. I tried to stay awake so hard during the main event. That was so boring.
Well, at least they gave LA Knight the opportunity to kick out the spear. You know, at least they treat him
Yeah.
like that. You know, it could have been worse. He could have been squashed kind of like how John Cena was. You know,
Yeah.
and
But
But-
my problem with Roman Reigns is he always has to cheat all the time.
yeah, his matches are basically becoming similar. You know, and it's like it's fucking getting stupid. You know, and all
He
that.
needed the champion at WrestleMania 40, and I told somebody that if Roman Reigns does not lose the title at WrestleMania 40, I'm done with the WWE.
Yeah, I don't think I think he's because
Shinsuke. That's
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, that one. I
Who's
The
going?
I don't
Honor-
know that I don't really have a favorite right now, but I kind of like him.
The artist, no damn.
Wait till he shows up.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, he's just got a lot of flair.
Hello, Jester. How you doing, my man? Once he loads in here.
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Just chilling. Playing some. Right now, I'm just streaming, playing some UFC 5, trying to fucking beat Ronda Rousey on pro difficulty. She's kicking my ass, but I had her in a few good spots, but then she tried to trap me in an armbar, and I was like, fucking hell. So it's like, fuck. Oh, God. She keeps getting me in grapples. What have you been up to, Jester?
Oh, nothing. Just been working on my. Just been working on a couple of projects.
That's what's up,
Waiting
man.
till
I still cannot believe my first
found out
pay-per-view.
found out I'm moving again. I'm like, oh goody.
I was about to say, I was going to make a reference earlier. Oh, shit.
Wait, moving is fun unless you're just moving to a different
God
place in
damn
the
it.
same city. Then it's not fun.
I'm just moving back to my old neighborhood. Irony is it's like a block up the road.
Oh,
We found a
Oh, those-
house in the old
those-
neighborhood, so
those moves are so tedious, but may it go quickly.
yeah.
All right, Shane, I'm going to head out of here for the night. It was good talking to you.
Good talking to you, brother. I'll probably end this in a little bit myself. Depends on who comes in. Oh, good. We got to the next round. Shit. She got like Ronda did get fucked up in the last round, so at least that's good. I'm going to. Ooh, she got a nasty cut over. Oh, Jesse, you heard about her? She's doing the indies
Lovely to
now.
meet
It
you,
seems like.
Pixels, by the way.
What are you saying, Pixie?
I told the person who said goodbye that it was lovely to meet their pixels today.
Oh. God damn it.
It was nice to meet you today.
Yeah, I noticed Ronda Rousey has been doing indie
God
work. I don't know if she's doing that to appease the neckbeards or
Oh, the
she's
smarts.
just doing it just to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because I thought that was odd. It's just funny how she's going for another submission, and she's probably going
Who
to
are
win.
you
'cause
using
she-
against Ronda?
Well, I'm playing Misha Tate because I'm playing. It's a fight contract mode and all that. Oh, I think I
Okay.
lost. Oh, did I lose? Yep, I lost. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
I usually
Dan,
use a
and
striker
beat me
against
with an
Ronda.
armbar, which at least is accurate to her character. But at least I got some good hits on her because so she's not coming out of that match unscathed and all that. But I played to fight contracts because it gives you some extra points to use on whatever merch and stuff they have in the store, which is good. And it gets me kind of let's see. And that wasn't even on pro difficulty. That was on hard difficulty. Fuck. See, that's on legendary difficulty. No, thank you. Last time I did legendary difficulty, I got my ass kicked. But yeah, I've enjoyed the game so far. I'll say this: do I believe it's like $70 and stuff? Like, is it worth $70? No, I don't think it is. It could. Also, there's two. Okay, cool. So they have a day and night backyard thing now. That's nice. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's worth $70. So if anybody's like worried about it or wanting to watch it or play it,
same thing about Madden. Like Madden's basically the same game. Just I'm like $70. I was like, there ain't no way I'm paying $70 for a PS4 game.
Yeah, I at least like that they've added some new stuff in regards to some of the features. I've also liked that they've added some new. The blood in the game is a lot more visceral. It definitely in a way it earned the M rate, but then I'm like thinking, I just hope, my hope is that this doesn't go the way that Fight Night did. Remember Fight Night Champion was like fucking I think it was only like it was rated in Fight Night Champion. That one underperformed or some shit, so they haven't done one since, which is unfortunate. I'm looking forward. Speaking of which, though, they're making this this new wrestling game, Ultra. Oh shit! Oh yeah, I forgot I have the easy controls on this. Okay, so I have what you call Ultra Pro Wrestling or Ultra Wrestling 64 or something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it has a good roster of has an original roster, but it also has some DLC, and they call it free agents. So they have people like the Motor City Machine Gun's going to be in it. And it's very reminiscent to the Aki games from the N64, like No Mercy and all that. So I'm very much looking forward to that. That's supposed to come out next year. And all that. So that's one of the more interesting games. I know AEW Fight Forever is supposed to be getting a season 2 with the new. With the updated Dynamite stage and all that. Hey, Lennon, how you doing, my man?
I couldn't for the life of me want to play. I mean, I'm planning on getting the game because they had it at GameStop, but I'm waiting for it to lower to at least 20.
Which one?
Fight Forever. Because I actually want to.
Oh yeah. I've told people, yeah, definitely. Get that one when it's like on sale because I don't like the DLC was good. I'm not gonna say that's not, but as far as like anything else, it's like fucking it's definitely, to me, it's not even with the DLC. I have Bruce Lee. Damn it! Why am I not able to play him right away? Maybe I don't have that version of Bruce Lee. I don't know.
But I'm waiting to get me a new system because I already got me a Xbox One.
PS4 or PS5?
I got a PS4, but I'm waiting to get an Xbox. I'm getting an Xbox.
Oh yeah, definitely, Pixie. Thank you for coming in, and I always enjoy your you being here and the conversation. Probably the next one I'm gonna get is a PS or not Xbox Series. That won't be till probably. I thought about doing it this month for my birthday, but I'm probably not going to. Not going to be able to. So it is what it is. I'll probably just wait.
Because I've been thinking about. I don't know if I should get like the disc version or the digital version, because I know the digital versions of
which one, the PS5 or the Xbox?
Either, because I'm gonna try for the first time an Xbox console. I put a Xbox One on layaway at a pawn shop over there where I live. So I'm gonna try out some. It'll be the first time I've had all 3 consoles of last gen, so it's gonna be awesome. I have a Switch.
Yeah, like I remember.
PS4,
I think it was what was it? I think
Xbox One.
Yeah, it was funny because when I had a PS4, when I got my PS4 like a couple of I think last year, it was funny. I had all 3 first time in a long ass time, and then fucking my Xbox One S died on me. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise because of the whole situation with what do you call it, getting the PS4 and all that shit. But like the only downside was I couldn't play 4Ks at the time until I got the PS5. As far as like so for Xbox, I recommend if you do get the discless version, I recommend the black model because that one's a 1 terabyte. The original Xbox Series S is 500 gigs. Now, for the PS5 though, I think both versions have the same advances. I don't think neither of them are weaker or inferior. Like the Xbox Series S and X have differences. I'm most likely getting the S, if I'm being totally honest, because then again, I could always just get the X. I don't know. It depends, but the fact remains is that I'm just waiting to maybe I'll because I've also heard they're making newer models of the Series X and S late next year, so I may wait till that. I don't know yet. It just depends on timing.
My brother's
and shit.
girlfriend's, she has a son. He has one, and man, he's on it all the time. He's like,
I want to get it for Starfield. Because I've been hearing good things about Starfield. So I want to try that out. And give it a go.
It's supposed to be like this RPG, right? Or like
yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that other game. What's it called? That because it's in space, but there's a game. It was for EA Sports.
Not No Man's Sky. I'm trying to think.
Because there's one that's like that, and I remember playing it for PS3. It was
Mass
released
Effect?
by EA. Yeah, Mass Effect.
Okay. Yeah, I think I played the first one and the third one. I got the collection because it was with PlayStation Plus. I know this month they're gonna have what games are they gonna have on the PlayStation? I think they're gonna have Alien Fire Team Elite, which is actually pretty fun, and then they're gonna have what's the other game? They're gonna have which also reminds me I need to download Alien Isolation because they dropped that on PlayStation Plus Premium this month. But I'm trying to check out the latest games. Okay, so right now they have Uno, Dead Island Definitive Edition, Alien Isolation. So I need to install that because I haven't played that in a while. And then Outlast 2, which again I already have that game, so I don't need it on here. I actually have Outlast 2. I think I have both Outlast games on my Switch, if I remember correctly, or did I not pick it up? I can't remember. I may not pick them up, but I am playing on it too. It's like Batman Arkham Knight. I was thinking about going back and playing the Batman Arkham Knight game, but I was like, nah, not right now because I gotta get. I'm waiting for the Switch version to come out later this year. I'm excited.
Are they gonna have like a trilogy thing, or a collection coming out?
Yeah. It's gonna be Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Very curious how Arkham what do you call it? Arkham Knight is going to look on the Switch. Morbidly curious.
I know the Mortal Kombat 1 kind of looks bad on the Switch.
Yeah. I also saw that I don't know if this is only for the Switch version, but there is a leak that showed the Robert Pattinson Batman model is supposed to be in Arkham because they found it in the files and all that. And there's screenshots of it in the game, and it looks great. I'm hoping that it's not just going to be exclusive to the Switch. I'm hoping they will add it to the rest of the ones, but I'm excited that after all these years, they're going to add another Batman suit to the game. It's going to be the Robert Pattinson Batman suit, because that very much reminded me of the Arkham Knight suit. Actually, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, it reminded me a lot of that suit. I'm going to download actually because I haven't played it. But I'm going to download. I'm going to finally give it a shot. Death Stranding.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good from what from when I played it. It was
because I'm looking to see
but-
what. But again, okay, so I have Destroy All Humans still installed. That's good.
I was trying to find Callisto Protocol. It's hard to find because I remember last time I saw it at Walmart for like $20.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think it's until Tuesday, but if you have PlayStation Plus, it's free on PlayStation Plus. So you can play it on I was able to re-download because I actually went back and replayed it because I hadn't played it in a long ass time, and so I was like, let me get it again. Which reminds me, another game I want to kind of get back into. I gotta see how much storage I have. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, because I haven't played that game since it was on when I had it on Xbox Game Pass. Jester, that's what I was gonna say. I remember I was mentioning this earlier. One of these days, Jester, I was telling Dan this earlier. I said one of these days we got to meet because you and I are in the same city. We still have never met. I think the closest we got was back in the YouTube meetup days.
Yeah. It's just all that stuff was going on with the pandemic and all that bullshit.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't blame you and shit. You know, I was still trying to host meetups.
I had that damn thing twice. I'm had COVID twice.
Yeah, I feel like shit. I know a few people that had it more than once, and I feel bad because I'm like, I was fortunate enough to only get it once, but you know, I've not been able to get away from like all colds just yet. But you know, it is what it is. But like, I do feel bad for anybody because that first time, I will always say this: the first time I had it, it wasn't. It was awful for the first few days, and then after that, I was just very weak, and so like, you know, it was like fucking.
It was moderate, very moderate. Like I remember streaming and during the time I had it.
Yeah,
but the second time they gave me that. Yeah, the second time I had it, they put me on Paxlovid, and I felt better within, like, quick.
Yeah, like, you know, it was like, you know, the second, I think it was. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Jester?
I was like when you get on Paxlovid, it kills it like quickly. The only thing that sucks is the aftershock of having COVID.
Yeah. Like and I've always told people I was completely against the vaccine. The only reason why I even took the vaccine was because they paid me a good amount of money for it. Like I told people I may be a hypocrite, but I'm a hypocrite laughing my way to the bank. You know, so I was like, you know, I didn't that part didn't really. Bother me per se, but it was just like, you know, it's just crazy, you know, how all that happened, and hello, see, Insane Gaming, how you doing? And you should play My Hero Ultimate Rumble. Not a big My Hero Academia person. The only thing I have good memory of My Hero Academia was me and a girl were doing stuff while that was playing in the background because she liked that show. So
that's the only thing I can say. Academia, but it just didn't it didn't like click with me. Like I'm a DBZ guy. I like Inuyasha, but I tried venturing into other anime and it just didn't click.
Yeah, it's fucking it just is what it is with that. But I will say this: I am probably going to be ending the stream now because one, I'm about ready to tap out because today was a long day. It was a good day with Dan and trips and all that, and it was just just ready just to. I go back into work tomorrow. I had 3 days off. I'm ready to get back into the grind, if you will, and also find out when I work next, like for next week, to see what my days off, because I may do another one of these sometime next week for a time being. But I appreciate you coming in, Jester, and all that, and of course check him out, Jesse Havoc on YouTube. Check out some of his game streams and all that good stuff. And we'll definitely be doing another one of these in the not too distant future. But with that, hope you all enjoyed the new era of Open House with the new look and all that. And I will see you on the next one. Ta-ta for now.